What's going on, guys? My name is Oreo Token, and today we're going to be talking about the hotfix 3.1.1.1. This is basically the quote-unquote stasis fix hotfix. Thank God. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on in this hotfix, and let's lay out all the good stuff in here. If we start looking at the activities, they fixed a couple issues with basically spawning and dying in Presage, in different destinations, and in Battlegrounds. They fixed a couple issues in there where you were getting your super, and also allowing people to have online privileges if they weren't online. So just a couple typical bug fixes for different activities in Destiny 2. In addition, they fixed an issue where the prismatic reactor was only showing its loot on 2 pages instead of 1, which I honestly didn't know why it happened. I thought it was kind of purposeful, but I guess not. So they fixed that issue as well. The most important part of 3.1.1.1 is gameplay, including stasis. So let's talk about the armor first. Updated Mantle of Battle Harmony to function in PvP. So apparently it wasn't functioning in PvP. Didn't know that. Grant small amount of super energy when defeating guardians with weapons matching the damage type of your super. Also, grant small bonus damage when defeating enemies with those weapons matching the damage type of your super while your super is full, but at a shorter duration than when you defeat PvE combatants in PvE. So it gives you super energy when it's full. It gives you a small damage boost. Okay, that's really interesting. I like that. Next, fixed an issue for weapons. Fixed an issue that caused Eyes of Tomorrow to do less damage than intended to against yellow bar enemies. Perfect. They've actually brought it back to where it'd be. It's actually probably really strong right now because rockets are in a great place, actually. After that, fixed an issue where Guardians could embrace their darker side and damage their teammates while using the... No, you could do teammate damage? You know how many times? How often I have wanted to actually shoot my teammate in Destiny? Like, a lot. If friendly fire was on, I would get kicked out of a lot of matches, won't lie. But there's that. Added Unrelenting as a possible perk to the Swarm machine gun, like it needed another perk. And Unrelenting, okay, cool. All right, the most important part right here is the stasis tuning. Thank God it's here. We have all been waiting for this. Drum roll, please. All right, let's look at our hunters. Starting with Shatter Dive. Removed damage resistance from Shatter Dive. So no longer can you just Shatter Dive out of the air and take no damage. There was some sort of resistance. It wasn't a full resistance, but now that is gone. Thank goodness. After that, added a 4-second cooldown between activations of Shatter Dive. What's that's gonna hurt is if you accidentally missed your Glacial grenade or a frozen enemy and miss, and then you'll have to wait 4 seconds to do it again. But why they did that was because every movement ability has a cooldown. The Glacier Slide, Icarus Dash, they all have cooldowns, and Shatter Dive was the only one without it. So that was very good move on their part. A. B. People are using this to 3-peek. Because it puts you in third person, you could see around corners. It was being used as a 3-peeking device. Which, I mean, you can still do it for 4 seconds, but that's what people are using it as. So, very good that they added at least that in there. After that, Withering Blade. Oh, God. Decreased Withering Blade damage against players from 90 to 65. So, brought it back down to the body level. So, head or body is 65. PvE damage is unchanged. Flexing their muscles there that they can balance both. Let's go. Decreased Withering Blade slow stacks applied to players from 60 to 40. Okay, very important. Looking at the slow stacks and how they add up. We will have to look through this again when we get to the other stuff in TWAB. So, you can no longer double shuriken somebody and they die. Or freeze, basically dead. So it's 80 stacks and 100 is needed. After that, PvE slow stacks are unchanged. Good, good. I like how they're balancing them separately. After that, decrease the target acquisition range from Withering Blade after impact from 12 meters to 8 meters. Unaffected in PvE. I don't know, I still feel like they're super strong, overpowering. The slow is disgusting. Slow is so oppressive in this game. Still, 8 meters is better than 12, but I think it should be like 2. But that's just me personally. After that, we move on to Titans, Glacial Quake. Remove AoE freezing against players on Supercast. Will still freeze PvE enemies on cast though. So when you pop your super, it will no longer freeze people instantly. So no panic freezing. You need to pop and start. You have to pop slam to freeze everything around you. So in PvP, that's very big. Reduce damage resistance while in super from 60% to 50%. It's actually a 20% nerf. Matt says 20. Looks like 10%, but it's a 20% nerf on that right there. Very good stuff there. It was already too strong, and I hope that brings that closer in line with other supers, especially ones with movement abilities like that. After that, increase the energy cost of using Shiver Strike while in Glacial Quake from 3% to 7%, so you actually, super doesn't last as long if you use your abilities to basically skate around the map. So maybe you can die and then spawn again and not die from the same behemoth. That would be great. Really great. After that, using the combo Shiver Strike into heavy melee, heavy slam attack will now cost the full super energy of both. Before it just cost the Shiver Strike. So for all those people out there who are using that, the behemoth is going to feel like it got super nerfed because you were just living on cloud 9 basically. With that right there. Speaking of Shiver Strike, increase downward velocity applied to Shiver Strike players when they are slowed to more quickly pull them out of the air. So basically, if I hit you, you don't fly off into the oblivion. You fly back, but it brings you down quicker. Which is, I mean, it was kind of memey to boop somebody off a map. It was kind of fun, won't lie. And after that, fix an issue where Shiver Strike or Thunder Crash, remember that, could get a player stuck against soft ceilings in Crucible maps. No way. I have not seen that. I kind of wish I did see that. That's pretty funny. Alright, now looking at Warlocks. Warlocks is a little different here. Let's take a look. Winter's Wrath. Improved, not a nerf, improved tracking of Winter's Wrath projectiles. Now tracking strength decays from its max value over 10 seconds instead of 2.2 seconds. Wait, does that mean it's going to track a lot harder now? Like over a huge distance? So like if I'm super far away, it's going to still track me? That's kind of, it's a little strong. We'll see how that goes. Increase the size of the Warlock super projectile's proximity detonation from 1.5 to 1.65 meters. Okay, not a big change. Proximity detonation now starts at its largest and scales down to 40% over time. Okay, so the further out you get, it goes down to the smallest part. 40% over time. Gotcha. Penumbral Blast. Decrease Penumbral Blast damage against players from 80 to 30 damage. Wow, that's a huge decrease. 50 damage right there. PvE damage is unchanged. So really, you don't take like your entire shield when you get hit by this anymore. Good, nice. Ice Flare Bolts. Fixed a bug where Ice Flare Bolts would continuously try to switch targets. Yeah, they just didn't work. They just honestly didn't work very well. Increased target acquisition range of Ice Flare Bolts by 30%. So now they're going to track you and track you harder. These are going to be OP. Increase tuning speeds of Ice Flare Bolts so they can move efficiently. Efficiently hit nearby targets. More efficiently hit nearby targets. So you can actually hit people closer to you for more efficiently, which is, I mean, that's nice, I guess. We'll see how that plays out. Oh yes, Chaos Reach. Not Stasis Nerf, but still. Chaos Reach. Decrease the amount of super energy refunded when canceling Chaos Reach early. I don't know how much that's going to change things. Once you get your super in trials, will you have it every round? Like what is it going to be like? I don't know. Interesting to see how that plays out. After that, general stasis tuning. Massive. Duskfield. Oh my god. Last night I almost rage quit because of Duskfield grenades. I was so mad about them. Let's talk about them. Reduced. Wow, these are a lot of things like Kujay has talked about. Really cool to see his videos are hitting home and people are actually listening. I like that. It's good to see that things that are being said in the community are being listened to. And I think that was a big issue with the Destiny community last year. People were very pissed about that, to say the least. So, reduced how strong Duskfield Grenade pulls inward, effective reducing the pull range from 9.5 to about 6 meters. Yes. 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 If I'm outside of the field of the grenade, I shouldn't get pulled in. I highly believe that. That is terrible that it pulls you in right now. So hopefully 6 meters is actually a good spot right there. Reduce the slow stacks applied to players by the grenade detonation from 20 to 10. Okay, so that's great because when you break out a stasis in that grenade, if you're in the center, you will freeze twice if you don't have Icarus Dash or a slide. You will legit freeze twice, which is absolutely dumb. So that should help a lot. Remember, 100 stack of freeze, what do they call it? Stacks of slow stacks, that's what it is. 100 is what freezes you. So instead of doing 20 to 10, cutting it in half, that is massive. People are going to be getting out of dust fields a lot easier and faster. You won't freeze the entire team in your dust field. It's going to be nice. I'm going to be okay with this. Actually okay with this. And I won't get pulled out of cover as much, which is perfect. Next thing, reduce the slow stacks applied to players on each tick of the grenade from 10 to 5 stacks. Wait, reduce the slow stacks applied to players on each tick of the grenade from 10 to 5 stacks. Per tick, slow stacks are unchanged in PvE. So I feel like that's basically... Oh, the initial one was the initial stack if you got hit by it from 20 to 10. This one is the ticks. So instead of 10 each second, you're going to go down to 5. Okay, that makes more sense. Initially, it's 20. Start off, we moved that down to 10. Now it's from 10 stacks every tick to 5. I'm okay with that. Adjusted the UI to show your slowed stacks as X of 100 instead of X out of 10. So you can see how close you're getting to being slowed. That is good too. So that is the dust. That's just dust field grenades that they nerfed there. Just dust field. That shows you how strong they were and are. They're strong. They're super strong. So let's talk about the rest of it. Stasis crystals reduce the crystal shattering damage against players from 85 to 55. That's what it was, 8 max to min, down to 55 to 25. Okay, good. Now, you really got to hit all of your crystals to kill somebody, is what that's saying. PvE damage is unchanged. Whisper of Chains. Reduce Whisper of Chains damage resistance bonus while in super from 25%, which was unbelievable. You could tank so much. Down to 5. Wow, that's a humongous nerf. 25 to 5%. Damage resistant while not in super is unchanged. Wait, damage resistance while not in super. Oh, that was just super. So this was just... So people were just standing in their super, like Golden Gun, and taking damage resistance from that. That's kind of big. Or, well, obviously it's stasis, so you can't take it if you're in Golden Gun, but let's not talk about that. RIP. People were standing in Penumbra Blast and doing that. Lol, dude. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Anyway, damage resistance while not in super is unchanged. So it's still strong with you just using 120 heat cannons and battling against other people. This only affects damage from other Guardians. Okay. So it doesn't affect PvE as Guardians. Makes a lot of sense. Gotcha. When looking in the investment section, they fixed the issue, or not really fixed, but they reduced the objective completion values for all Crucible Fragment quests. So the 30 fusion rifle kills is no longer 30, thank goodness. But they fixed that for the rest of us if we haven't unlocked it yet. After that, Bounties and Pursuits. Fixed issue where players could earn exotic ciphers with a full inventory, resulting in the loss of their reward. So you would lose your cipher if you had a full inventory, which would suck, honestly. After that, Triumphs have fixed an issue that prevented the trash of Thresher Triumph for completing even when the conditions were met. That's also really annoying when you do what you need to do and it doesn't work. After that, they fixed the reset raid completion time stat tracker for any player who has exactly 5-minute time recorded in that stat tracker. Interesting, that's strange. Why? I wonder if it was like a bug where people had 5 there. I don't know. After that, they added in bad luck protection for Eyes of Tomorrow, which is very good. And now that is working properly. And then they fixed an issue where Frozen in Time ornament on the exotic pulse rifle, no time to explain, wasn't working, so now it actually works. Last but not least, replaced the Bounty in Memory Triumph with all the scattered memories to ensure players who missed a week of playing the Presage activity would earn the seal before the season ended. Okay, so just a few things in there for the investment section, so that's not bad at all. So to wrap this all up, it looks like Stasis is getting tuned. I wouldn't say completely nerfed, getting tuned. We need to play with it for a couple weeks and see how it feels. Hopefully, with these changes and the season being as good as it is, it can start bringing people back that hate Stasis. I know in PvP, Stasis is a terror, and people have quit because of it. I know personally know several players of Destiny who've played since day one who have quit since Stasis has started because they cannot stand how Stasis works, how its ability spams, and they just can't. It's unplayable for them. And they've cut Destiny off, completely cut it off. And I think they've really hurt themselves with that, but hopefully it'll bring some people back to enjoy what Destiny has to offer. So we'll see how Dustfield feels. We'll see how Chaos Reach gets tuned with the refund of Chaos Reach energy and the Shiver Strike changes for Titans. I am kind of excited to test that out and see what happens. So we'll get into it, see what's going on, and hopefully maybe have a review after that. Once again, my name is Oreo Token. We stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Please stop by 7:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern. I would love to see you guys out there. Also, if you've really enjoyed the content or if you'd like to see more videos like this, just let me know. I try to put out either guides or reviews on weapons or subclasses or whatever. So just let me know what you think about it and we'll go from there. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Once again, my name is Oreo Token. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys back in Destiny. Bye-bye.